Yeah. Okay, yeah, okay, it's a novel. It's comprised of very short chapters. And a couple things you should know is this is right smack in the middle, and our protagonist is named Liz, and she works at a credit union, and she has a very small life. And she is cheating on her girlfriend with her girlfriend's high school age sister named Natalie, who makes an appearance in this story. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read this chapter. Oh, I should mention that all the chapters in the book are named after Girl Scout badges. And there's literally hundreds of these badges. So they're called things like emergency preparedness, build a better future, let's see, building art. I couldn't even believe it when I started to look at these. And this chapter is called Public Relations. Liz stands in the parking lot of the Unified Telecommunications Credit Union in her warmest and, not surprisingly, most unattractive winter coat. On her head sits a baseball cap in the official credit union colors, crimson and silver. On top of the hat is a spring. Attached to the spring is a lightweight plastic replica of an American compact sedan. It would be easy for Liz to complain about this humiliation, but only a few yards away stands Charlotte with a similar hat, hers topped with a replica of an SUV that bobs spitefully each time Charlotte turns her head. The semi-annual used car cavalcade is something to look forward to if one is a member of the credit union. But for the employees, Liz in particular, the day is anticipated with dread. She is thankful these events occur on a Friday. She would never be able to suffer through one if she didn't have the weekend to recuperate. Even those who do not have to work the actual cavalcade must make sacrifices. Upper level administration, as well as employees of the quarter and employee of the year, must relinquish their spot for this twice-yearly sale. The only parking spaces left intact are the handicap spots. At least the disabled are exempt. The entire lot is filled with cars provided by 3 local dealers. Each car meets credit union criteria for a loan. Fewer than 75,000 miles, less than 5 years old. Most of the cars, however, are newer. They look good. Most people wouldn't even know they were used. The members attending the cavalcade are supposed to be pre-approved. The recommended procedure is this: apply online for a used car line of credit, and the credit union responds with the total they can spend. The member then attends the cavalcade, where he or she has $10,000, $20,000, or even $30,000 to spend on one of these pre-approved cars. This is Liz's 9th cavalcade as a loan officer, and experience has shown that most of the members arrive without their pre-approved status. Everyone thinks they're just here to look, but then finds a vehicle they can't live without. It all seems innocent, but the reality is everyone who comes to the used car cavalcade is dying for a new car and simply cannot admit it to themselves. It's the loan department's job, in conjunction with the used car salesman, to help these people understand their deepest automotive desires and assist them in the realization of their vehicular dreams. Liz spots a woman eyeing a conservative silver hatchback and heads over. "Hi, I'm Liz. Is this your first time at our used car cavalcade?" Liz asks in as friendly a voice as she can manage. "I don't need any help, thank you," the woman replies. Not bad looking, a little old for Liz's taste, but still she has beautiful green eyes, even if everything else on her face is a little pinched. Liz wonders if anyone has told her that lately, that she has beautiful eyes. Maybe she wouldn't look so dour if they had. "Don't worry, I'm not a salesperson. I work at the credit union, in the loan department. Our sales representative, Dave, is busy, so I thought I'd stop over and see if you need any help. There's coffee right inside those doors if you want some. It's pretty chilly out." "That's nice of you. Well, this one is really cute. I've been looking at these for a while now. Just in the sale pages, I could never afford a new one." "Do you have your loan paperwork with you?" Liz asks, hoping the woman does, so that she doesn't have to take her inside and start the whole loan process from scratch. It would be so much easier if people would just follow correct procedures. "No, I saw the advertisement and thought I'd just stop in." Are you a credit union member? I'm not, but I brought my driver's license and social security card so that I could open an account. Well, there are guidelines about who can become a member. Our charter dictates that you have to work for Unified Telecommunications or be a family member of someone who does. That's ridiculous. A bank that tells people they can't have an account? We're not a bank. We're a credit union. That's why we have to require membership. This is the part of the cavalcade that Liz hates most, telling people who wander in off the street that they can't open an account. The way people react, it's surprising really. You'd think she'd excluded them from some elite country club or neglected to send them an invitation to her wedding, when really there are half a dozen banks within a block of the credit union that require only an ID and a minimum balance to open an account. That's outrageous. Discriminating against people like that, there should be a law. Well, actually, it's the federal government that requires membership. I don't care where you work. If it were up to me, I'd let you open an account right this minute. Liz tries to placate this woman, although there is no reason to. It's not as if she can get Liz fired or reprimanded or even talked to. In fact, Charlotte and Liz will surely be laughing behind her back before the day is over. Well, I'm taking my business elsewhere. Liz manufactures a concerned face just in case the woman turns around. As soon as the woman is out of the parking lot, Liz catches Charlotte's eye. Liz nods toward the woman stomping away and laughs. Without having seen any of the interaction, Charlotte knows exactly what has transpired. It happens all the time at the cavalcade. She laughs at Liz's unfortunate would-be member. This causes her personal SUV to spasm uncontrollably over her new black ribbon curls, which only makes Liz laugh more. They stand in the parking lot, no longer laughing with each other, but at each other, plastic vehicles flinging crazily above their head. But on the far end of the parking lot, Liz sees something much more interesting. A young woman eyeing a red subcompact. She can only see her from the back. The snug-fitting quilted coat, though not flattering, subtly indicates the slender woman beneath. Slim legs encased in winter hose, sensible pumps, a long brown braid that runs down her back. What would it be like to grab that braid, tug it, pull her head backwards? A central rein attached to an actual woman. Maybe she should go over, offer her services, ask if she's completed her paperwork. It would be easy enough. Liz has plenty of reason to talk to this woman. After all, she is there to buy a car. But Dave seems so intense as he delivers his sales pitch, hand on the hood, his suit, his wool coat, all saying, "You want something only I can provide." Liz walks toward the little red car, and most especially to the woman leaning over it. She's got nothing going on right now, no customers, and because of the economy, not even any loans to process. Besides, it can never hurt to try. "Hi, Liz," says Natalie. Liz tries to hide her disappointment from Natalie, but mostly from Dave. Perhaps disappointment isn't quite the right emotion, maybe annoyance, or even fear would be more accurate. Either way, this is the last person she was expecting to run into today. The girl's barely old enough to drive. How could she buy a car? This assumes, however, that she is at the credit union on business. Of course, she is not. "Hey, Dave, why don't you leave the two of us alone for a minute?" "No problem, Liz. I'll go see how that guy over by the minivan is doing. Is his paperwork complete?" Dave, of course, means this figuratively. "I haven't spoken to him yet. Ask Charlotte. Maybe she'd talk to him. I'll let you know if we need anything here," Liz says to Dave as he walks toward the man. "What a coincidence running into you," Natalie says. "You can't be here. You can't be at my work. I told you that before. I can be anywhere I want to." She's right. Standing in the parking lot with the reproduction compact sedan bouncing on top of her head, Liz has no way of preventing Natalie from doing anything she wants. Liz has no power over her, no authority. She doesn't even have anything with which she can manipulate her. Natalie has no girlfriend to whom Liz can tattle. Obviously, she can't even threaten to tell her sister. Natalie has not a single secret that Liz can use as leverage. Here, the only person with